Jamie, a couple of minutes before you go on stage, my friend, an absolutely massive gig here at the M&S Arena. How are you feeling?
Yeah, looking forward to it. Obviously, it's an arena that's been really big in Liverpool for the last 10 years. It's not something I ever thought that I'd be heading the bill on. Like, but you know, it's great. You know, we're going to Madrid at the end of the week.
How great is that? Back to back.
You know, and you know, it was our plan B, really, wasn't it? We were looking for the league, everyone, and you know, it's not bad to be able to say, but at least we've got the European Cup final to fall back on, is it? You know what I mean? So it's a good time to be in Red at the minute. Obviously, we've just done 4 days in Ireland, which was absolutely off the scale, as it always is. Every time we seem to go to Ireland, it seems to get better and better. The crowd seems to get bigger and bigger, and that was fantastic. And then to top it off, to finish the tour off, if you like, in Liverpool tonight.
And in Ireland, I know you did an outdoor gig in Cork, I think it was. How did that go for you?
It was brilliant, rowdy, absolutely rowdy. The people were brilliant, they really were. I didn't realise, I mean, I'd done Dublin and Belfast, like, you know, either side, and obviously they're capitals, so I sort of knew the reception would be quite good there, but going to like Portlaoise and Cork, you know what I mean, you didn't really expect it, but both nights were brilliant. The people of Cork, they love a party, don't they?
They really do.
Yeah, they're around the bend.
They do, they know how to party.
Yeah, but no, they were brilliant.
One thing I've noticed from following the Boss events is there's a lot of young people, and how important is it for you that next generation of Reds get to be part of these events?
It's massive, because listen, when I was growing up, I've always said it, when I was a Liverpool fan growing up, there was never, without sounding cheesy or anything, there was never a Jamie Webster. Do you know what I mean? There was never like anyone playing the guitar around the football. All I was interested in was football, and that's what it was for all kids my age. But now, with obviously Boss Night, it's a wonderful situation for me because it's just sort of happened by accident. But I'm getting loads of kids now, because they're not into football, they're getting into the whole culture around football as well. So it's not just what the players are doing on the pitch, it's what's going on in the pub before the game, it's what flags are getting waved before the game, what songs are getting sung in the game, and that's where I've sort of come in. And it just seems like it's brilliant, because if these kids have sort of got something to go off, at least when they do go to Anfield, maybe a couple of years down the line, they know exactly what to expect, they know exactly how to know all the songs, they know all the words, which was, I mean, when I was first going to Liverpool games, you had to learn them to go in the match. There was no social media, there was no, oh, what's that new song there on the telly, I'll look on Twitter, you couldn't do it. It was just, you earned your sort of rep by going the game and learning the songs from being at the game and hearing them being sung. So, you know, it probably would have took you a few weeks, but you know, now for these young kids, it's brilliant. It is, it's all about the young kids, and it's also, I mean, at the away games and stuff, I'm seeing more and more groups of young kids going to match together, and that's what it's all about. Because that's what keeps the atmosphere raw, that's what keeps it fiery. You know what I mean?
I was just talking to Kieran about Boss Mag finishing up in 2015 and Boss Night starting. It is an absolutely amazing time for fan content and fan culture. You've got Anfield Rap, yourself, Redmen TV, obviously.
Yeah.
A lot of good providers out there. How does it feel to be part of that and at the forefront of that?
Yeah, it's brilliant. I mean, Boss Mag and Boss Night sort of overlapped each other. So as you said, the Boss Mag ended in 2015, but my first Boss Night was 2013, I think it was. But yeah, as you say, the growth in it's been absolutely phenomenal, because when we started off, the likes of Anfield Rap and Redmen TV were sort of the big boys on the block who sort of, you know, they still are. The followers around the world and subscribers are absolutely phenomenal, really. It's brilliant what they do as well. But for us, it was more of a cult thing. It wasn't really, we didn't have any idea that it would stretch this far as it has. It's just somewhere for the lads to go after the game and sort of let their hair down, whether we won or lose, just sort of listen to some music. It wasn't even Liverpool directed, but obviously now, as it's going and growing and growing, for people like me and Kieran, you've got to remember, like, we were fans first. The reason it's worked so well for me and Kieran was because we were on the terraces every week together as mates with all the lads who first started coming to these nights. So when they found out that we started playing and singing, the support was massive, and that's why it's so authentic and unique, because we are genuine lads who follow Liverpool around the world, whether we're singing or not. But yeah, to be here, you know, no one's due on for about an hour here, and you know, there's loads of
It's full, yeah. It's filling up by the second.
Filling up really well, and you know, it's just phenomenal. It's crazy really for me because I don't really think too often about it. You know what I mean? I'm constantly that busy.
You've certainly been a busy man,
I've been a busy lad. So literally, once one gig's out the way, I just think about the next one. You know, like much like I suppose like. I don't want to call it work because I think that's really cheeky because obviously I love every minute of what I'm doing. I hate work, you know what I mean? But this is just, it's crazy when I do take a little 5 minutes with people like yourselves who come all the way out here to speak to me, and I realise, like, not just me obviously, but to get a feel for the night, something that we've done. You know, it's very proud. It makes me very proud to be, as you said, at the forefront of it all. And I just feel like I've been in the right place at the right time. You know, I feel really lucky, but at the same time, this isn't something that's happened overnight. I've been doing this for 7 years now. You know, to rooms full of 30 people, then to 60 people, then to 160 people, then to 400, and now, you know, it's going bigger and bigger. But it doesn't happen overnight, obviously. But it's phenomenal, the amount of support we've got from more so, obviously, the people in the city. We've always had the backing of the city, but you know, especially to go out to Ireland there, like I didn't expect the reception. I
remember the Anfield rap lad said something similar when they went over the first time.
I can imagine so, because it's just obviously we're over here all the time, you know. Well, I have been up until the last 18 months where I've sort of been able to broadcast what I'm doing outside of Liverpool, but no, it's phenomenal. Like even going on tour with the club in America, that was an eye-opener because you think the size of this thing, it's like nothing you'd believe, like the amount of people who just waiting for a glimpse of any Liverpool player or ex-player, or you didn't know me too well by then, so I wasn't too bad looking in them out, but as I say, like it's phenomenal, it's staggering, you know what I mean? When you, like, I walked out last night, even Cork as well, I really didn't know how it was going to go, you know, at all. And I walked out, the minute I walked out, well, I think John Lennon had just been reincarnated, you know what I mean? That's what I felt like. I was thinking, you know, for me, it's this night, you know what I mean? And then Belfast last night was just like, the place was on fire before anyone even walked in. It was just like, you could feel it. And again, the reception for Ben Baker, who'll be on shortly, was unbelievable. Then the reception for Kieran was unbelievable. And then when I walked out again, I felt like John Lennon crossed with Liam Gallagher, crossed with Bono, crossed with Christy Moore. You know what I mean? It was just absolutely, I just could not get over it. It was quite overwhelming. I think that I walked out last night, just stood smiling for about 5 minutes, didn't even pick up the guitar. It was just great to see, you know what I mean? For me, obviously, like I say, I started all this off just wanting to be one of the lads at the match, and I didn't really want people to know that I played guitar. I didn't want them to laugh at me and think I was a little pop star.
I think it's come a long way.
Yeah.
Before, I know you're a busy man, before I let you go, I have two questions I need to ask you. One, what's been your favourite memory so far, or what's, I imagine it's probably Shevchenko Park, but, and also what song provokes the most emotion in you and the most reaction from the crowd?
Favourite memory in terms of gigging, like, it's got to be probably sharing the stage with Jamie Carragher and John Power. John Power was my musical influence, my musical idol growing up, and I was, you know, listening to normal music, and obviously Jamie Carragher was him and Gerrard were like, you know, Gerrard followed me on Instagram the other day as well. That was nice. Yeah, I was like, so yeah. Favourites on stage memory is definitely Carragher and John Power on the stage with me. Probably favourite memory I've ever had out of everything that's come with it over the past year is walking home with Ian Rush in Charlotte after a few drinks, walking back to the hotel, just me and him, and had like a proper chat about my granddad and everything. It was just unbelievable. But then yeah, the song that I probably feel gets the most emotion from me is probably Paul Scouser Tommy. There's a sing it slow and with conviction, like it should be sung, not fast like a nursery rhyme like it is sometimes. But definitely, I think most recently the Virgil van Dijk song just gets people.
It hits us as Irish people that Virgil van Dijk. I know it's from Salford originally, but the Pogues made it probably what it is, and Luke Kelly as well.
Yeah. Was it Shane McGowan?
Shane McGowan and the Pogues, and Luke Kelly I think before that.
Yeah.
It's
but yeah, Dirty Old Town, when I play, especially in Ireland. But when I play here, I start off with the original words from Dirty Old Town, because I just love that song anyway. I'm a big fan of Irish music, as it happens anyway. So yeah, I started off and then I sing the Virgil van Dijk bit, and they're waiting for that anyway. But in Ireland as well, the last 4 gigs, I ended it with Dirty Old Town as well. You know, the last bit, because it's nice and you know you can see everyone sort of dropping down from the bounce of the Van Dijk, putting their arms around each other and saying, you know what, we're in for a good night as well. Yeah, definitely the one that the crowd seems to be most up for at the minute when I'm playing is the Van Dijk song, and the one that I love playing in terms of emotion. Hopefully if we win the European Cup, you never know, you know, should I say when we win the European Cup?
Go when.
But
when?
Yeah, like I'm sure, put it this way, Liverpool win the European Cup, you'll see a lot of footage of me with the Liverpool team, but I can't say any more or less than
Jamie,
that.
I know you're busy, man. Thank you so much for taking time to talk to us.
Thank you very much.
It's been an absolute
Thanks
pleasure.
for coming over as well. Really appreciate it. Thank you very much.